I think about that every time you're about to do the intro to the show. Welcome to the Ballinesian podcast, everyone.
Who cares? Who cares?
Thank you guys for tapping in. Someone's talking about sports. This is the Ballinesian podcast here on the Polytickin network. Thank you so much for tapping in, whether you're watching this on the YouTube channel or subscribing, following on the Apple Podcast or Spotify podcast streams. Thank you guys for tuning in. We got a Charger and a Raider fan. Going to talk top 10 quarterbacks you would want in a game, in one game. High stakes, right? A game to save the world. What quarterback would you want leading that team to save the world versus the Monstars or some crazy Space Jam thing? We have lists. They differ, and we're going to go through those to see, who has the better list. Who would you want? Who you'd be more confident in leading your team versus the aliens for the fate of the world. Going to talk a little bit about Superman, and then we're also going to tap in with some talk about our road to Super Bowl 60. Get excited. We are going to be in San Francisco in February. Drop by, say hello, get on the interviews or freaking video recordings that we're going to have. It's going to be exciting to see you there, regardless of who is playing in the Super Bowl. Chargers. It will be a good time, and you laughed when I said my team.
I'm laughing with you.
Okay. I was not laughing.
Oi.
This is our year. Oh, hey, it's that time. July and August.
It can't be your year because it's our year.
It can't be it's our year. We're in the same division.
I don't like this.
So thank you guys for tapping in. That's going to be our episode here. We are on the Polytickin network. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the streams. If you want to support us directly, send us some cash. Consider subscribing to the Patreon. As little as $5 or more gets you an extra episode every week for the patrons there in that community on patreon.com/the Polytickin podcast. We've also been doing trivia challenge between Cepha and Marcus. Marcus won the last one when we did was it 90s specifically TV? It was TV shows. Malcolm in the Middle, The Simpsons, freaking How I Met Your Mother, a bunch of other ones. And then this next one that we did, which I think is out now on the Patreon, was general sports. And we've also been doing some of those on the Ballinesian Instagram. If you're there, we're throwing some of the general sports trivia questions out there because who doesn't like to find out that the NBA does not have 32 teams? Let's see. What are we getting into first? Oh, have you seen Superman yet?
I haven't. I was going to go today, but it was either that or go to the gym. And you know what? I wanted. I chose the gym.
Okay.
I chose the gym. Also, because it's my turn to cook dinner in the house, so I also had to stop by the grocery store, Winkle, by the way. And if you have a problem with Winkle, well, I'm going to say it off camera, but you already know what I'm about to say.
What's wrong with Winkle?
Bro, I've been in conversations with people, and then randomly someone's like, oh, where do you guys shop at? And someone's like, oh, we never go to Winkle. It was waiting for them to say it, and it's yeah, it's for ghetto low. I was like, oh my.
Oh, that's how people look at Walmart. Oh,
I love Walmart though.
No, but that's the same thing. Yeah. People say that about Walmart too. They're like, oh, Walmart's ghetto. It's like
conversations. Biggest conversation.
We go where we can afford. Okay,
that's
what we do.
That's how people get broke, trying to spend outside of their means.
Yeah.
Anyway, I did that, but
don't be at Target. Don't be at Target when you got Walmart.
No, we can't go to Target. No, Target's that's a no, guys. But no, I didn't watch it. I heard good things about it. I seen clips.
I went and watched it last Thursday. So that was about, I think that was the night it came out. I did not know that it was.
Oh, was it crowded?
Yeah, it was packed. Yeah, for sure. I was surprised at how packed it was because I thought I was watching it on a Thursday night the week after it came out. I thought it came out on the 4th, but it came out on the 11th. So there was those Thursday night previews, and they said they made over 20 million just on Thursday night. I was like, oh, okay.
Look at you,
So
trendy guy,
no,
watching
so
on opening night.
yeah, it was an accident for me.
Did you go in
But
that shirt? Because that's a spiffy shirt, bro.
I
Just saying.
didn't. I didn't. I went in my Levasa South Pacific shirt.
Oh,
Shout out to Levasa, by the way. www.levasaislandapparel.com. Shout out to Brother E. Rye down there in Modesto. The Via Dolorosa Neighborhood Market. Been going on there at the church grounds, 1331 Cascade Avenue in Modesto, California. If you are around, definitely follow Levasa on Instagram, le_Vasa, LE
oh yeah,
underscore VASA, for the latest on when the food drives are happening, when they're doing any performances, when the church
any
services are happening,
drops? Yeah.
and also when the neighborhood market
Also,
are going to be
if you're
coming up.
wondering, that's relevant to our Superman conversation because Levasa and Eri and Boat out there, they're
Mhm.
pretty much like Superman to a lot of the community out there with the
Oh
things that
yeah,
they're doing. So, and everybody else that's helping with them too, man. Real life superheroes out there, no joke. So again, shout out to those guys.
bro. Yeah, we love to see the grind and definitely putting in that work towards a church or a community or a people. That stuff is motivating. It definitely pumps us up. Inspiring.
Yeah,
So yeah, shout out to them. Definitely get more eyes. Levasa, definitely follow them on Instagram and be up to date with the latest that's going on. Yeah, definitely some Superman stuff going on there.
for sure.
And I wanted to ask you. I mean, I thought the movie was great. James Gunn, the director of the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy, which I
I
really
for,
liked.
I forgot that he did that. That's crazy that he hopped
Oh,
over. Like he
yeah,
can
yeah,
say,
it's crazy. He went from Marvel to DC,
yeah,
and then this being the first entry of his, and him being the like overall showrunner, like I guess
his
the
DC
Kevin.
cinematic universe, right? Like the
Yes.
whole
So he's like
DC's.
the Kevin Feige for Marvel is now James Gunn for DC is the way that I
Oh,
understand it, right? So now it's his universe. You go ahead and freaking figure it all out. So if this is the first movie, uh it definitely introduced a bunch of new characters that are easy to root for and to follow along. A bunch of storylines after I found out are going to be splitting off from just this movie. So it did seem like it was kind of similar to Guardians of the Galaxy in that sense. Lots of heroes, right, coming together to make a team, a bunch of different storylines you still have to tend to, and then eventually those pay off. A couple of movies down the line. I thought it was great. Superman being, the freaking good guy for good, truth, justice, the American way, and also like not having to be a jerk about it, being nice with his powers
right.
and helping people. That was like a good setup for him. And yeah, I'm actually excited to watch DC movies now. Uh, but it had me thinking about like sports comparisons for Superman, right? You'd be having
Mm.
those like this guy's the Superman for this team, this guy's the Batman, this guy's the Robin, such and such.
Thank you,
Uh,
thank you.
is there like a Islander comparison that you could make to like someone who was a Superman level superhero for the Pacific at some point? I
I
could
think
think of a couple guys, like a handful, but I feel like you would know more.
I mean, if you're growing up back home and like uh of course football in American Samoa was really big, like American football, but uh if you had to say something was bigger than that, it'd be rugby. And the one guy that comes to mind when you think about a Superman of rugby would be Jonah Lomu, which was evident by his when he passed and they had his funeral, like probably almost all the former All Blacks were out there. The stadiums were filled,
State
like
pack, yeah.
schools were out there. The hakas that were done for him, like just the overall like show of love for him. And then if you go on like YouTube, also there's a lot of reaction videos to the way he used to smack people in rugby or run through them or run by like he was worldwide, and
Wow.
that's first like
Oh,
being
yep.
Superman. Yeah, it'd be like rugby for us, yes, it's big in American Samoa, in Samoa, in the South Pacific, but it's also big in Europe. Japan also they have a really good rugby team. Also, they play in
A
the
lot more
world.
worldwide than
Right,
American
France is
football.
good, so they have a farther reach. Is what
Hmm.
I'm trying to say. So,
Yeah.
and then if you're talking about just the islands, there's no bigger name right now currently. No disrespect to Junior Seau or Junior Seau fans, because he was when I was younger, that was the guy. Like if you we're talking about someone that was out there in sports that everybody could I guess identify with, it would be Junior Seau. But once Troy came along, he kind of just like Junior Seau just kind of moved to number two, and
Mhm.
Troy became number one. And then he kind of just solidified his spot, like his Superman position when he started coming home to American Samoa,
Oh,
holding
oh, good point.
camps, and not even just holding camps, but the way he interacted with the people. Like when we were getting ready to go to Papua, they were down there for a camp, and him, Ryan Clark, who else? They came out and they practiced with us. You know, they just interacted with the people. They were man, Ryan Clark. He,
Oh, yep.
you know what I mean? Just the way he came down there, he was super dope. Troy brought him down there. There was a lot of guys that came with them, and they Javon Curse. He brought Javon Curse home, and Javon Curse was like, "Man, I could come here like all the time because I get to walk around." He's like, and it's not because people don't recognize me. People just like they're not out here just like hounding me like if I was in the States, which
Mhm.
was cool. But Troy, yeah, he did a lot for the island locally. You
I
know,
would,
just
yeah, I would say Superman being like powerful, ridiculously athletic, right? Like
yeah,
freaking
exactly.
superhuman
Yeah,
athletic, and then flying around, but also not necessarily soft spoken, but doesn't need to yell, right? You don't really hear Superman yelling at people to get
not
in
at
line.
all.
He kind of
Yeah,
just like has that gravitas, like, come on, guys, we're getting it together. Like you have like Superman quarterbacks like that. You think of like Peyton Manning or Tom Brady. Nah, I wouldn't say Peyton
I
Manning.
don't
He
know about
didn't have that like
I don't know about Tom Brady either,
okay,
but
maybe neither of those guys had the like superhuman stuff, but
for
you
sure.
talk about like Islanders, definitely Troy.
Yep,
Troy was not only a good safety, he was one of the greatest defensive basketball or defensive football players like
for sure.
in
Like,
history. Defensive player of the year, like, but then also a leader. Like they people gravitated around him, and he was able to like
yeah,
uplift that defense a little bit. I mean, they had some monsters on that defense stuff. So yeah, I would say Troy. I definitely thought of Junior Seau, just like freaking tall, like fighter in the thick of it, like in the middle of a battle there on the football field, still being able to like show up, rise, be like cream of the crop, one of the best players, not
I
only on
mean,
the field but in the league.
one of the craziest things I remember reading about Junior Seau was how he trained for like arm tackles because he was like, there's one thing about him. He's like, look, if I'm going to tackle somebody and if I have to reach for them with one arm, I'm making sure that they're not getting weight. So a lot of the tackles,
Wow.
like when he come into the hole and just plug up the hole. He like guys would try to run by, but he would pull like big, like Christian. You know, you just big guys. He pulled down with one arm. So he trained arms. Like he had some pretty
Nice.
big arms. Like you know what I mean? Just like yeah. Uh, physically, of course, Junior Shao, Superman. Um, then you guys got following I like. I mean, Jordan Mailata right now, he's a big star, but he's not at that status yet of where Troy and Junior was. Might be on his way.
I mean, a lot less visible position.
Right. That's what exactly. Then we
Yeah.
got Frankie Louvu, who's out here making a name for himself. He's flying around the field everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
People love to see it. You know, he tried to emulate Troy by jumping over the line.
That
Uh,
play specifically is very Superman, right? The
right,
Troy
very
Polamalu
Superman-esque.
jumping over the Tennessee
Yes,
lines
yes. So,
right at the snap. That type of stuff
right.
is very. And you got like this man is horizontal. He's like parallel with the ground, and his hair is flying behind him like a
Yeah,
Superman
just
cape, and he's making a sack. Like, yeah. 1 second. All right, back into it. So yeah, if you well, I'm just saying, if you're listening to this and you have any other comparisons for a Samoan or Pacific Superman out there as far as like the sports world, or maybe even outside of the sports world, anybody? I mean, The Rock, okay, yeah. But if you guys have anybody that you think is like a Superman in sports
Oh,
for,
actually, I have one. Because when I was a kid, and I can't believe I didn't, there wasn't many visible um, pro athletes out there that we could identify with in American Samoa. But Tony Solaita,
I was just,
yeah, Tony was, man, he was in the home run derby. I had like I still have him somewhere at my old house, but he was on a baseball card. And to me, that was like when I first opened my cards and I seen a Tony Solaita baseball card. When I got my cards, I inherited them from my older cousin Tony. And I picked one out, and I was like, "Bro, he's Samoan." And then to find out that I go to school with his kids, like that was crazy for me. As a, like,
the they it's so late to field.
and yeah,
That's
exactly. And
crazy.
then you go to play like Little League, and you're playing on Tony's field. So yeah,
That's
pretty
dope. Yeah,
crazy, man.
that's a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah, message us Ballinesian on Instagram or TikTok or Ballinesian@gmail.com if you have any other Islanders Supermans. Also go watch Superman. It's pretty good. All right, let's get into it, right? We got lists. We got lists today. Top 10 quarterbacks you'd want to win one game. I've got another stipulation. The fate of the world is on the line, right? The Monstars for football. It's Space Jam for football, all right? And they come and they're like, yo, you have to play a football game right now. You can have anybody quarterback, but it's basically like a regular team of whoever's, okay? Maybe some former college athletes, maybe a scattered in professional player, but it's like if you dropped a quarterback in a vacuum, who would you want to be the leader to save the world? You got to win one game, and it's NFL rules. Okay.
it'll be a fun list. So do you want to go? So I will say that from 1 to 5 are my serious picks, and then from 6 to 10 are my fun picks. Just letting you know that.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
So up to you.
I've got them 1 through 10. My confidence meter in wanting them out there, and then a couple of reasons,
Mm.
why I have them so high. Okay. Um. Yeah, but we can go. I think we should start at 1 and then drop down because we can do 1 through 5 pretty
I
easy.
like it. I
You
like
know
it.
what
I
I'm
like
saying?
it.
Because we're gonna have a bunch of the same guys, some of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Sure, I
Yeah.
think towards the back, towards 6 through 10, and even especially at the end there, our picks are gonna tail off. So that's gonna be a lot of the discussion um, and comparisons that we get to have. So number 1, I have Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs quarterback. We all know and despise.
That's hella boring.
Boring, but I want the world to survive. I care about the world. 8 billion. Is it
For
8 billion?
sure.
Patrick Mahomes. We obviously know the freaking so many Super Bowls, so many Super Bowl trips already. And he's only what 10 years in. He's 10 years in. Has won 3 Super Bowls. Tried to get a three-peat. He's been like 5 times. They've been into the AFC Championship like 10 times. You could credit some of that to Andy Reid laying that foundation, to the Chiefs general manager going and get some of these weapons and choosing to yeah, we'll take Tyreek Hill, even though he dropped to the 5th round because he was in domestic violence dispute or whatever alleged. No, they did that with Kareem Hunt too. No, I'm just saying.
No,
They
no, no.
they
Yeah.
do not mind taking people with questionable issues that cause them to drop down the draft. They will take them in talent and just plug them in, and then as soon as they start scoring touchdowns, it's all good. People forget, and we should.
Right.
So, but Patrick Mahomes, since he's got there, he wins. He not only the Super Bowl
No, yeah.
MVPs, but just saying when the Chief, whatever the Chiefs need, he finds a way to get done. Whether that's with a Hall of Famer like Travis Kelce or an emerging star like Rashee Rice or something like that, he uses
Don't
his
mind me,
weapons
man. I like your pick. That's to me. I'm just making fun because he's a chief. Yeah.
because he's a Chief. Yeah, because we hit him. No, I understand. This was a little tough. I thought about not putting him there, especially after the bad season that they had when they lost one
No,
game.
for sure, for sure.
But it hasn't been as dominant, right? He hasn't been throwing the bombs down the field, but I think he still can. I mean, he showed flashes of that when they were able to get Hollywood Brown back instead of Xavier Worthy, so that Brown
Right.
is running, those stuff. So, but as far as winning a game with the world on the line, I do think Patrick Mahomes is the best option to get a win. I think like kind
Not
of
not a bad option.
not a bad option. I don't think. Who did you have as your number one pick if you had to win one game?
So this doesn't change the way I feel about this person. Also, it probably contradicts everything I've ever said on the show about this person. But but I've seen too many Hail Marys go his way. I've seen him just come back from games he shouldn't come back from, So Aaron Rodgers is my number one. I still think he's
Number one?
my number one.
You
I've
saw
seen I've seen him throw these like just putting him up there. He throws probably the prettiest Hail Mary out there. Like I don't know if it's skill or if it's really just him praying and throwing it up there, but I don't like he probably if you look at it, he might have like the most Hail Mary wins or like throws, at least
sure.
probably of active
Yes.
quarterbacks. But just
Yeah.
yeah, just the way he puts it up there, yeah. If it's a long ball to win the game, yeah, I think that's still his superpower. So, and I think that's his like if that's his superpower, I think he would be my number one just to because no one does it better than him. So, yeah.
I feel awful about this pick. You saw
Well,
him
you know
play. I feel
what?
like
It's my pick.
yeah, you saw him play last year though, right? Like he's
I
not
did. Hey, but he still put up some of those games. Like he still had plays where like you were like, oh shit, like they're about to win this game because
yeah.
he's there throwing the ball. So he still has that like I don't want to say aura about him, but like yeah, I think he still puts fear in teams' eyes or eyes in their heart, in
Oh,
their
yeah,
eyes,
yeah, yeah,
in their heart. Like at the end of the game, like it's like if Aaron Rodgers has the ball and if
yeah.
he's anywhere from like the 50 or a little bit past the 50, I think everybody's just like, oh shit, all right, everybody back up. I think he still has that about him. So that's my number one.
Yeah, I think it's starting to deplete, but it definitely
For
gave
sure.
us so many
Yeah.
memorable Hail Marys
Look,
for sure.
if he's still in the uniform playing ball, I'm gonna be like, yo, give me Aaron Rodgers.
And especially the like irrational confidence factor in
Right.
having to go up against some
Yeah, and you
aliens.
need that. You need
You
that.
might
Like,
need that.
you know,
That's a wild
he's
pick.
gonna walk out of the cave and be like, look, I'm ready. Where are these aliens at?
It's like
So,
where's the field? Okay,
right, just
that's your number one
number one.
confident, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
Okay, I got you.
yeah, yeah.
All right, who's number two for you?
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar.
Yeah, he can get out of and like if he had to, he could use his feet, which he's getting like I don't know if he's getting good at not using his feet or he's like just
Such an underrated passer. People are like, he's just a
right.
scrambler. No, look at these darts Lamar
No,
Jackson's out there.
and that's the thing. He can do both at a very high level, but I think again, his superpower would be his legs. And I think like lately
Mhm.
he's been holding back doing that, and it's not like it's hurting him or anything like that. But I do think if you're good at something, and I know you want longevity, your career, you know what I mean? You want to be there, you want to win, and your best ability is, as Lance always says, availability. So I get it, but I still think at times, uh, you should just like, bro, run it, get out of there, take it upfield, get out of bounds, slide something. I don't need you to run through people. I just need you to run past him, which he's very good at. He also throws a pretty good deep ball. You know, like I said,
Yeah.
like you just said, he's got a cannon for an arm. But the ones that go like right across the field, that zip by middle linebackers, like you know what I mean, like right by their head, and you're like, oh shit, you know that finds
Zing.
Mark Andrews. Now, whatever happens from the time the ball gets to Mark, and after that, that's not Lamar Jackson's fault.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and he's got a few new weapons this season. So, well, we'll wait and see. But he is
Well,
my number two.
well,
If the Monstars came out here and were threatening us, threatening the world, Lamar Jackson would be my number two.
I'd be very comfortable. I actually have Lamar Jackson also at 2.
Okay,
And
good.
I also want to just clarify. So try to take their teammates out of it, like their ability.
For sure.
Yeah. I also have Lamar Jackson there. Like I said, underrated passer. People are more focused on the athletic ability and the way he
Yep.
can take off, and he definitely can recognize when the defense is leaving him wide open and takes advantage of that. Also, Juki, so freaking elusive. It can get open in a phone box like this. Amazing mobility and underrated throwing ability, can make any throw, can also has the legs to get to any lane. Like if he has to like move off somebody, he can move to a point where his throwing
Right.
lane is a lot
Right.
safer just by rolling out or stepping up even. And MVP, right? Leader, a great leader. And
Definitely.
also the way watching Lamar Jackson play football is fun. Like he
Oh
looks,
yeah,
it's like
definitely. For sure.
it's legit joyful to watch. Like it makes me happy. Lamar, and also confident, that he's going to be able to process and make those decisions under pressure in like pressure situations. All right. Number 3, I have the reigning MVP quarterback Josh Allen from the Buffalo
Oh,
Bills.
I was about to say, who's that MVP?
Who is the MVP? Josh Allen is Lamar Jackson in a bigger body. He also can get around, and his run style is a lot more power quarterback read than it is, scrambling and getting open. But he can also take advantage of open running lanes if the defense wants to leave him alone. Uh, I'm not sure about his processing, pre-snap changes, and the reading, but
No, I don't think
the guy
he's
can make
all that.
any throw, and it's like he can zip it 70 yards to Gabe Davis 4 times in the fourth quarter. Like stuff like that is definitely that potential, and then also him being able to put a shoulder down in short yardage situations. Like their quarterback sneak is not a tush push. It's everybody push and then Josh Allen behind the left guard, but Josh Allen gets like 3 steps to really like accelerate into the wall at the left guard. It's crazy to watch that. And I'm like, bro, you're going to get hurt. Stop doing that. You're worried about this guy that's just getting pushed in Philadelphia. What about the freaking battering ram of Buffalo up here? Tell dude to chill out.
Yeah.
There is that occasional recklessness that is actually near and dear to my heart, in like a little bit of Philip Riversness, where he can turn the ball over or make some seemingly bad interceptions or turnovers. But
He's
uh
sticking Philip Rivers. Huh?
yeah, I had to get that in there. But Josh Allen, just like the way he plays quarterback now, is definitely one of the best chances to win a game, just like
For sure. For
having
sure.
that athleticism and then
If he
also
was a
that cannon on his
superhero,
shoulder.
he'd be Thor, just because of the recklessness and just jumping into a fight.
Oh, okay. I can see that. I can see that. Who do you have at number 3?
Now, if you thought Aaron Rodgers was wild, you're definitely going to think this one is wild. Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is my number 3.
Baker.
Baker. We were
What
at,
is it about Baker Mayfield?
I don't know, but he wins games. We were victim to it as he was the quarterback for the Rams. The Raiders were up, and then this guy takes the team 96 yards under. They score. Oh my gosh. Yeah, man. It's crazy. And I've seen him like just bring his team. If I could have another quarterback start the first 3 quarters of football and they're okay, and then bring in Baker Mayfield in the fourth quarter to win the
Mhm.
game, yeah, I
Yeah.
would do that. Because Baker, he's like, you were talking about confidence, you were talking about recklessness, and I think he embodies those two things very well. Like,
Mhm.
that's his superpower as well. Like, what? Fourth quarter? We're down by 3? I got you. Give me the ball. He's everything that you wanted Johnny Manziel to be, but with a better attitude.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, man, he can use his feet. He's not Lamar Jackson, of course. He's not Josh Allen, but he's super mobile. He's a little bit more compact. He's shorter.
Yeah.
Still has an arm. He can get the ball out there, and he's been able to win big games at every level. Coming from high school to
Yeah.
college, you've seen it. You've seen him when he was yelling at the crowd, when he was at Oklahoma. Just going at it with people. He got in trouble for it. Just the fiery
Hmm.
spirit that he has for the game. And again, like I said, as a Raiders fan, I was victim to his last minute heroics. It kind of broke my heart because that's a pretty good season. Like, oh wait a minute. Because you're like, oh, there's no way, Baker, we got it. And then like 40 seconds later, you're like, what the hell? Did this fool just throw that pass and they just scored? Oh
Uh,
man, I was so hurt. But yeah, that's my reason. I think Baker has that. Some guys just have that winner in them, and I think
sure.
Baker is one of those guys. So, and if last second win, Baker definitely would be my top three.
Could see it.
Yeah,
You got Baker over some pretty big names. You
for
got Aaron
sure,
Rodgers and Baker
for
over some
sure.
pretty big names, but who do you have at number 4?
I went with the young guy, man, just with everything he did last year, Jaden Daniels. Uh, you seen him with the heroics last year. I think he's only going to build on that. Um, just and he didn't have great receivers on that team. Well, some of the things that he did last season. I know it's just his rookie season. We haven't seen him do a lot, but we've also seen him run like I think it was like, and I know it's only in college, but that for won a game, like I think he ran it like 75 yards or something like that. So he has that to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, just he's electrifying, and he practices in virtual reality. That is a plus. Like,
Bro, he's playing these games in practice on virtual reality headsets
right?
at like almost 2 times speed.
That's what I'm saying.
So he's playing the game on freaking he's starting Tetris on level 9 so that when he gets to the field,
Yeah, right.
everybody's running super slow compared to what he's been practicing at, and it helps him to
Like,
process. I think that's one of the underrated stories of the entire league season last year was that Jaden Daniels brought the VR, but we're gonna
I
find out
think
if it's
for sure. I think people are downplaying it because I think also maybe his camp was like, well, let's not give everybody the same advantage. But there are teams who have
Mhm.
adopted the method of practicing with the VR system. But like you said, man, like it's like playing God of War on God mode. And if you guys played God of War before, that's almost impossible to that.
Right, but then you play it on God mode for a week,
And then go
and
play
then you
regular
go
mode.
play the tournament on regular.
Right.
The tournament counts, but it's a lot
Right.
easier. So yeah, I got
Exactly.
Jaden Daniels. I also have on my list coming up.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, he's freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Number 4 for me, Justin Herbert.
I
You
can
know
I can see it. He's got the skills.
the
He's got the
skills, the
right.
skills. That
Right.
doesn't have the resume, right?
Not
But
yet.
I am
Not yet.
confident, and this is definitely tainted from my
For sure.
perspective as a
For
Chargers
sure.
fan, and continuously seeing the talent, the skills, the ability that is there. It's just the Charger luck that kind of turned gets him knocked out of the wild card round twice to start his career. And I think if we take that away and just put him in this tournament versus the Monstars, he's going to show everybody, what he can do without that curse following him day to day. Uh, Justin Herbert he's a machine in processing. He's a freaking robot, cannon arm,
Yeah.
footwork setup. It's
He's
all
a
great.
robot in interviews too.
He's a robot in interviews, right? I don't know. His leadership got called into question, actually. Kyle Van Noy, who's trying to become a broadcaster, former teammate of Justin Herbert, said something about him not doing tape stuff. But I'm like, you're talking about the academic All American Justin Herbert? You
There's
saying this
always going to
guy
be,
doesn't watch tape? Come on,
yeah,
get out of
this, I
here.
mean, yeah,
Um, this is a homer picture, but a tall, strong, smart, fast processing
for sure.
quarterback. minus the Chargers curse, I think I'd be very confident in Justin Herbert winning one.
Like if you were to build somebody like on Madden, uh like physically, he's like the perfect specimen for a quarterback.
Yeah,
Height
yeah.
wise, body wise, he's got wheels on him. He's not
Doesn't use them.
fast, but he's fast enough. Or not even fast enough. That doesn't even do him justice. He's pretty fast. He's got a cannon of an arm, you know. Processing wise, he does well on that end too. So yeah, that's a good number 4.
Okay. Number 5.
For me, it's Pat. You put him 1, I put him 5. He's
You
still
got
gonna
my home.
be top out
Yeah.
there. So everything you said is exactly the reason why I like him.
He wins.
Yeah,
He
he's
wins.
just a winner. Yeah, and he doesn't need 7 superstars around him to do it. You know,
Yeah.
so
He's gonna get the ball to people where it needs to be. He's also gonna read the defense,
also gonna pretend to slide or pretend to get out of bounds and get more
and then
yards.
turn it upfield. Hey, play
Right,
them, yeah, till they take
right,
that rule out.
right.
My number 5, this is not a joke. This is not, I'm very serious when I say this. My 5th quarterback that I'd have that I feel most confident could win one game for the fate of the world is Raiders minority owner Tom Edward Brady.
See, when you said all that at the beginning, I was thinking something like Bugs Bunny, but this fool done told he done said the most clutch quarterback in the NFL. He's only 1 year removed from playing. Get out of here, man. That's a
This
great
man, he might be 50 or whatever, but I'd be very comfortable letting a 7-time Super
for
Bowl
sure.
champion, one
Hell
of the
yeah.
best processors that Bill Belichick says he's ever seen, uh, quarterback the team, even with like diminished physical capabilities that I'm sure are starting to set in. And like you said, he's been away from the playing of the
Nah,
game like
his
a year or
pocket
two now.
presence is second to none. Yeah.
I Are you saying that because he's a Raiders employee or a Raiders
Because if
person?
he wasn't, I
He
would have
said that man who sold his soul.
I would trash this pick right now. Like, as a Raider fan, I can't accept it, especially if it was Tom Brady, the Patriot Tom Brady, maybe the Bucks Brady, but if it was Patriots Brady, there's no way I'm lighting this pick on fire.
So Raider Brady is I would put him in there with a bunch of people just to go play football and feel like he could help win the game. He can't run. He can't scramble, right? Very
No,
rare.
no, but
But he doesn't need to
you
with
do the
how
two
fast
step.
he processes.
Yeah,
Yes, give that little wiggle,
a little
like
2 step better than everybody.
yeah, that 2-step pocket wiggle
Yeah,
to like have a defender go flying by you, thinking he's got the sack, but you just
you
step
would have
up,
thought
step
that
left, whatever you need to do.
Tom
Tom
Brady
Brady,
created the cha
yeah,
cha slide.
exactly, exactly. All right, yeah. All right. Who do you have at number 6?
Willie steaming, beaming. If you haven't watched
Wait.
that, hey, what?
Oh,
Hey,
wait.
hey,
No.
what? Hey, Willie beaming, dog. Willie
Oh my
beaming.
god.
Shit. Any Given Sunday is the name of the movie, and he was the star of the movie, which is called Any Given Sunday, which means give me the ball, I'm gonna win on any given Sunday. And that's what he did in the movie. He jumped over both the O and the D line to get into the end zone and win the game. All right. Look, he had Bill Bellamy as his wide receiver and an aging LL Cool J as his starting running back. Come on,
Okay.
man.
And didn't he
But
get benched?
no, he was benched. He
Yeah.
so yeah, he started off the season on the bench, but like an older quarterback, Dennis
He
Quaid
got
got
he
hurt.
got he got benched by Dennis Quaid. He
No,
wasn't for the fate of
Dennis
the
Quaid,
world.
when he was about to get benched in the later part of the movie was because of politics. It wasn't because he wasn't any good. It was because of politics. But yeah, man, Willie Beeman, man, Willie Beeman, dog. Um, if it's for the fate of the world, I don't want anybody else jumping over both the O line and the D line. I'm taking Willie Beeman. Who's your six, man? Stop trying to play with my pick, dog.
The inches we need are all around us.
There you go, man. Whether it's an inch or a mile, if you win by an inch or a mile.
Al Pacino. Oh my gosh. Okay. I did not expect that. Number 6, Super Bowl champion Jalen Hurts. Um, How do I explain this? Because I feel I need to explain it.
Better, not just.
Obviously,
No,
he's a winner, right? Just won the Super Bowl. Had
for sure.
a stacked team. So taking Jalen Hurts out of that, stacked Philadelphia roster, uh, anywhere this guy has gone, eventually he has won. You know what I'm saying? Alabama, Oklahoma. He got to Philadelphia. He turned it around there too. I'm sure his high school was very grateful for his presence. Like Jalen Hurts, also as a leader of the team, seems like a shoe-in. However, I am told that there are issues between the quarterback and the rest of the Eagles team. But let's take that out. Let's take it away from the Eagles roster. Don't be starting rumors like that. Jalen Hurts, he wins. He can get the job done. Is it a great throwing? No. But he's got kind of that Josh Allen power run. He can get behind anybody and really kind of push the pocket. Any issues with Jalen Hurts?
No, just because, like you said too, he got benched in college for Tua because for whatever reason, but they just felt like Tua would be the better guy. Tua came in won a college championship for them, and then the next season he stayed on to be Tua's backup. That alone speaks
Oh,
volumes
yep.
to him. You know what I mean? Because he could have transferred. He did end up transferring, but not until sitting almost a whole year till Tua got hurt. Then he did come in and play. Transferred to Oklahoma, won at Oklahoma, came into Philly, started winning at Philly, got himself a Super Bowl. And again,
Got
he doesn't
himself a
have
big contract too.
right fat ass contract, and he doesn't have like. Of course, the running is really big for him, but he doesn't like run all the time. Like it's not like Lamar Jackson. Like Lamar Jackson gets ready to run, fireworks are about to pop off. Like
Yes.
Jalen Hurts, you just know he's about to get some yards. He could break it and go all the way home with it. But
Doesn't seem like a home run hitter, but he'll get enough,
yeah,
like,
he's like a
move it.
4.5, 4.4, 40 runner. So he's got some wheels on him.
Yeah.
But also he makes smart plays. Nothing to hurt the team. So yeah, man. Yeah, he's a winner. He's a winner.
Yeah, he's a winner. I don't know about one game clutch, but I do like the track record and what I've seen from Jalen Hurts.
Right. It
Good,
tracks.
seems like a
Right.
good guy and a good enough teammate and a decent leader. So yeah, having that ability in a tough situation like this, I would want. Another person that I have up here on the list, and I thought our listeners are going to be pretty much the same and then split off, but I think they're going to be different the entire way through.
For sure.
Now that I'm hearing them, Joe Burrow, Cincinnati. Uh, he is in a really good situation in Cincinnati because he has two of the best wide receivers, probably one of the best wide receiver tandems ever in Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. His offensive line not great, defense definitely not great. So that is the reason why they're missing the playoffs. But Joe Burrow himself has, I think, all the pocket presence and capabilities needed to be a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He's been to the Super Bowl before, has had to deal with these pressure situations. Fought the Bengals back into playoff contention late last season to the very last games. And then just the ability, and it's Joey Burr. You know what I'm saying? It's ice in the veins, freaking white jungle cat, Joey
Don't,
Burrow.
don't ever call him White Jungle Cat again.
You know what are you talking about? You see the threads, you see the uniform, the all white, the snow Bengal.
Oh,
Yeah. No, I feel really good about Joe Burrow being the quarterback to save the world. Who do
This
you have at
list
number
will
7?
this list will really show our audience who's practical and who's not. My number 7 on my list is none other than cannon of an arm. Uh, just you've seen it at a basketball. You've seen it on a basketball court. It's not who you're thinking about yet. Uh, but cannon of an arm, right into the top of right into the nosebleed seats.
Kelsey Plum.
Yes, Kelsey Plum. Kelsey Plum is my number 7. If you guys haven't seen that clip where she's launched, like she didn't get the gun that shoots out the t-shirts, the gun t-shirt.
The
So
t-shirt cannon.
she just started
She
picking
got
up
one on the
t-shirts.
shoulder.
Right. She loaded up the shoulder, loaded up the I don't know howitzer, I guess, on her arm, but she started launching t-shirts into like the upper deck. I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I'm in love. Not only was she like the leading scorer in the NCAA for a little bit, but she's got an arm too. She can play football. She ended up marrying one of the best tight ends in the
Whoa.
league. In the league, so I mean, the passing must have been
On
incredible.
his team?
But he was probably no, he was one of the best in the league. Are you crazy? At the time, he was playing.
He's
He
still playing for
was
the
one of the
Raiders?
bestest. No, he retired and he resigned, and now he's with the Miami Dolphins.
No, but he was playing for the
Unretired.
Raiders when they got
Oh,
married.
he was. He got traded the week after they got married.
Oh, and then
He
that
got traded
started
to the
like
Giants.
the spiral.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kelsey Plum. No shout outs to rapper Darren Waller.
No, yeah. Hey, he's
Who,
not a rapper anymore. He's a Dolphin.
he's
He
a
unre
rapper and he's
he,
trading.
he
Okay, all right.
unretired. But yeah, Kelsey Plum's got an arm. Not only does she have an arm, uh, she's super cool, super funny.
She's
So that'll get like the aliens. They'll be like really hypnotized by how pretty she is, how smart she is, how cool she is. You know what I mean? So
clip this.
amazing smile. I met Kelsey Plum like twice in my life, and I was
How
two
tall is
star.
she?
I want to say she's about like 5'9", 5'8". So
What?
yeah, she's not too tall.
I thought you had to be 6 foot
To do what?
to like be in the league.
Nah, no. Kelsey
Are there a
Plum's
bunch of under 6 foot WNBA players?
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to get my kid into basketball.
Oh, for sure. Well, Nora's gonna be like 5'10". What are you talking about?
5'10"?
I think Nora's gonna be like 5'10".
I think she's gonna be 6+.
Yeah.
She's already.
That's what I mean. At least 5'10". That's what I said. At
I
least
thought you
5'10".
said stop at 5'10".
No.
I
Nora's
think she's
about to
gonna be
be
at
at
least
least
5'12".
5'10".
All right.
Yeah.
Who do you have at number 8?
Again, we're headed right back to the basketball court. Man, if you've ever seen Kevin Love throw an outlet pass, you would know that he would have been a really great quarterback. I don't think he makes every pass just amazing. Like he
Yeah.
can pass from anywhere, but his outlet passes, like among all the
Sideline.
things, right? Among all the things that he does great, that made him a collegiate star, a star in the NBA. If you go back and listen to clips about what he does really well, besides shoot, they always talk about his outlet passes, like
So outlet is off of the rebound
off
and
the
then
rebound and starting the
in
fast break.
transition. Okay. So
Right.
that usually where are you going with that? To like to the sideline?
I mean, you can go sideline, but like if you have a guy leaking out all the way, you're gonna throw it all the way into the key on the other side.
I love those long range over the
Yeah,
head.
over the rest, and he does
Yeah.
that the best. Jokic, of
True.
course, is he's pretty good at it, but not as good as Kevin Love was. And Kevin,
Well, how long was Kevin Love throwing to LeBron? How long were Kevin Love and LeBron together?
oh man, was it just a season or was it two? I can't even
Dang, it
remember.
was shorter. It was a lot
It,
shorter than I.
yeah, it was because LeBron's a mercenary, and when it didn't fit his,
Did they won together though?
they won the championship.
Okay,
And
all
then
right. So
Kyrie, yeah,
it's that snapshot of them all being together that makes me think like, oh,
yeah.
they were there for a long time.
But that is my number 8, man. Because yeah, I,
Kevin Love.
Hey, he's 6'9", 6'10". You put
Okay,
him
okay,
behind a
okay.
great O line, and he sees over everybody. And with that arm,
Mhm.
gunning.
All right. So at number 8, I have Jaden Daniels, who we've talked about. That VR training, I think, is
Yeah.
a hit. But just the what do you think that? I mean, okay. So as far as outstanding circumstances, the Commander's schedule goes from like a fourth place schedule to a first place schedule. Um, no, they didn't win, right? The Eagles won to a second place schedule. Their schedule this year is supposed to be a lot harder. But
Right.
do you think Jaden Daniels is going to have like the same level of success, or do you think it's going to be a drop?
Oh, so you think you're asking me if he's going to be CJ Stroud?
Ooh, that sophomore slump. It's like,
Yeah.
I
No,
mean,
I
I
don't
haven't
think
heard
so.
Jaden Daniel on any podcasts this summer, so I don't think it's going to be an issue. Uh,
So because and you look, I won't put this out there. It's going to be a real hot take, but
oh,
and don't get mad at me, but I believe Jaden Daniels' mom was the whole reason Juju Watkins got hurt because she got hurt right after they got seen sitting together at one of the NCAA games.
right. She made him switch seats, right? That's
Right.
crazy, man. Let them sit.
That's what I'm saying.
Let them
She's
talk.
so like, it's not like Juju needs his money, fool. So, but
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, I'll put
Oh,
that out there. That's a
that's nasty. Yeah.
conspiracy.
Yeah.
That's a conspiracy. Juju, look into it. Jaden's mom.
He said, "Hey, no,
Jaden's
it's a
mom.
conspiracy." Except Juju. Look,
Right.
all
But
right. So
also, I think because his mom is like, I think she kind of keeps him close. Like, and I don't know if he has much room for distraction right now, just because she still keeps him close. Not to say that he's a bad kid. He'd be out there like, you know, looking for the distractions, but I
you
think he's
think
got an extra layer of protection with him right now
do you
that
think
he'll
he
be.
needs that or no?
I don't think he needs it, but I think it's helpful that he's got somebody out
Hmm.
there just like, doesn't hurt. Just your social
I'm
status
saying it
things.
could hurt, right? It could
It
hurt
could,
if your mom
it
is
could,
blocking you from Juju Watkins. If your mom is like, well, and but then you have that comp between him and Lamar Jackson because Lamar Jackson's mom is his agent,
yeah,
right?
but
That's that kind of is that the same thing
she's
or
not
not?
blocking his blessings.
True, true. She's not switching chairs with him, so he's not
Right,
sitting next to a basketball star.
right.
Yeah,
But
okay, we got to get the
I,
mom out
I
of there.
think, I think also he's just, I think Washington does a good job of not overcomplicating the offense for him, and not even just
What?
simplifying the offense. I just don't. I think they just keep it to where it's at, where he can grasp everything right now. They'll probably add a little bit more this year because again, it's his second year, But they're not rushing him into being like Tom Brady, cerebral type. You know, they're letting him flow, the offense flow with him instead of really trying to force things in there. So.
All right, last few. I have Baker Mayfield at number 9.
Oh, see,
Yeah,
I'm not
not
too. I mean, yeah,
yeah. No, and
yeah,
those things he just wins, right? He's got that moxie,
right,
he's got that kind of like confidence and also that gunslinger just like can make freaking throws.
yeah.
Yeah, crazy throws. If they're doing like trick shots and stuff, I could see Baker Mayfield, you winning that between against other NFL quarterbacks. So who do you have at number 9 for your number
It was
9
it
and
was
number
it
10?
was so tough for me. I originally had Uncle Rico. If you guys don't know who Uncle Rico is, why are you laughing, man?
You
Why are you laughing?
you said your 6 through 10 were gonna be jokes, but this is yeah.
That's not a joke, bro. Did you see the way he threw that steak at Napoleon when Napoleon rode? But that's accuracy, bro. Napoleon Dynamite was a moving target.
You're a fool.
Look, I'm explaining to you this, but this is not even my pick. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And the way he moved when he was practicing and making those videos next to his van, there's no way. Uncle Rico just needed a shot. And I was ready to give him a shot to save the world. Uncle Rico, sorry, I had to put you on honorable mention, but no less confident in you being able to save the world from any threat because you were accurate
Mhm.
and you had the best stash ever. So that was a quarterback stash for sure. But I went with the Tua. I went with the yeah, I guess his homegrown guy, man, from Hawaii. I know he's injury prone, but
I
bro,
mean, we're not worried about that in the big game.
he's not in a big game because I mean, if he gets hurt, as long as he wins it, you know what I mean? If he has like his last concussion ever, at least he gave it to the world. So, uh, I mean,
Oh
we've
my
also
god.
hey, people have turned him into a superhero. They
The
have
Juggernaut?
They have a picture of him in the Juggernaut helmet. How cool would that
It's not a
be?
Juggernaut helmet. It's
I'm
a
just
freaking
saying.
mushroom patty.
I'm saying. That would be wild, bro. If he was like an actual character. I remember when I was younger, they had a what was it called? But they had this cartoon where the three main characters they go around and solve problems. They were like superheroes. Was Bo Jackson, Wayne Gretzky. Oh my gosh, there was three of them from like the three major sports. I forgot, but they were superheroes. They had like superpowers. They go out and solve stuff like using their sports skills. But I think Tua would fit nicely into that team with that helmet. But I think Tua's. You talk about like cerebral quarterbacks. I think Tua's a very smart quarterback. Um, I don't see him like making like plays that'll hurt his team unless the play is where he gets hurt and that's going to hurt his team. But why are you laughing? Those are facts.
That is just the way it sounded.
Those are facts.
It's not gonna hurt his team unless you get hurt. Then that hurts his team.
But yeah, people say he doesn't have a cannon in an arm, but he makes all the right throws. He
Yeah.
can make the throws. He won't throw it 80 yards down the field like some of these guys, but again, 60
You
yards
don't
down the
need
field.
to. You don't need
That's
to
what I'm
use
saying.
driver every
Right.
time. Just hit the five
Exactly.
hybrid.
Right. Even
Get
if
out
all
there.
you came to play with was your pitching wedge, whatever.
Just hit your pitching
Whatever.
wedge
Right.
125 yards at a
That's what I'm
time.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yo,
But I
shout out
like,
to
yeah,
Noah.
I like to. What did he shoot today? Did he shoot?
I think he shot like a 90 something.
Oh, okay, because he's
When
been shooting pretty
I'm
good.
trying
Like,
to break 90, but I shot like 110
so
today.
my guy goes to play golf, and we always celebrate the wins, no matter what. Just like me and you, but like with Noah and Junior, like we talk about stuff. We always call each other to celebrate the wins. So anytime this
Nice.
fool plays golf and he shoots like 80 or below, that's when he calls. We'll never call when he shoots like a 90, like today. He said, I was like, okay, I
Hey
see it.
man, I was on today.
Right. That's when we talk about golf. But yeah, Tua. I like Tua because I think he's a born winner.
I can see it. Yeah,
Yeah,
winner. Yeah.
yeah, he's a winner.
Shout out to Tua. He just needs that opportunity.
He just
Uh,
needs that helmet.
yeah, shout out to you. All right, who's your number 10? You got to win one game. What quarterback do you want?
I gotta win one game. That's tough, man. Number 10. And you would think that at number 10, like, why are you laughing for, man? You think that like at number 10, it would be the easiest one because it's supposed to be like, he's not your top pick. He's literally your last pick. But like, it was tough, man. It was tough. But Geno Smith, man. You know what I mean? Geno Smith to save the world, man. And if you have to ask me why, then you're not a true football fan. And you should.
No, don't do that.
If you ask
Like,
me
if
why,
you question
then
this at all,
if
then
you
you
question
don't
this
know
at all,
ball. So I don't
then
want
you
to
don't
hear
know
shit.
ball. Yeah, and I don't know what you're doing watching
You,
football. Just like
you
go
have
watch cornhole or something.
Kelsey Plum ahead of Geno Smith. Don't. Why do you have Geno Smith as your 10th? You're confident he could win a game to save the world.
I am, man. He's very well spoken. He's been such a good uh presence there in Las Vegas right now. He figured it out when he got to Seattle, started winning there. He's a little shaky early in his career, but uh, that's what superheroes do, man. They go through adversity and they come out on top. And that's what Geno Smith did. He had a little bit of adversity in the beginning of his career. He had to find his power. Like, a lot of the times if you watch these movies, some of these guys don't find their powers till they have some kind of tragedy in their life or they go through some kind of, like I said, adversity. Well, Geno
Dog.
Smith went through his adversity and then he started training hard. Then he got to Seattle. You know, all that training started coming out. Rocky didn't win his first fight. Rocky didn't win his first fight in the first movie. He lost. He also lost to Apollo Creed. But you know what? Rocky kept coming back. He kept getting better. Then he started winning the big fights that mattered. You know? And Geno Smith, he started winning, got to Seattle, still took some licks, but he was still winning. He learned a lot. And now that he's in Vegas, he's about to win the big one.
That was a lot. No!
That's church. That's what they say. Church. That's, you know what I mean? The gospel.
Why is Geno Smith going to win? Let me tell you about Geno Smith. Geno Smith's been going through a lot, but he overcame it.
Right. Hey, look. When Superman landed on Earth,
hell no.
It was a hard time for him. Didn't know who his real parents were, but still, he went through a little bit of racism. And if you guys don't say, he's Indian. Of course, there was some racism. He was an alien, so he had to go through that. You know what I mean? That's Hey, I'm just saying.
You are on fire.
But you know what happened? He became Superman. And you know what? You know what made him Superman? You know what changed for him? A uniform. That's all it took. That's all it took was for him to put on the right uniform, and he became Superman.
Okay. Stop, please.
There you go. See?
Okay. Geno Smith for the win for the world. No. I have Brock Purdy at 10. I have Brock Purdy at 10.
Last pick in the draft.
Mr. Irrelevant.
No.
Just got a new big contract. Hopefully the contract shakes some of this. Like, we have stained Brock Purdy as a 7th round pick. He is one of the better processors already. It might be because he's in a system that asks him to do certain things and he's grown up in there and it's been 4 years. But whatever it is, what he's shown is that he can process. He might not have, top speed processing capabilities. He might not have the longest deep ball, but he gets the ball where it needs to go. And I'd be pretty confident in him, managing us to a win.
Look, he was
not getting a couple
pick because he didn't do anything in college. Let's all get that clear right now. I'm not saying he's a 7th round pick now. And he just didn't have the resume in college to be a higher pick. And that's what happens. He hasn't done really anything in the NFL right now to deserve that money. Besides whine and cry and no, I'm just kidding. Man, he's going through some adversity right now. Like, he lost his 2 top receivers,
yeah, exactly. We're gonna find out this year.
He does have some weapons still there. Jawan Jennings is still there.
Asked for a trade.
Yeah, I saw that. He asked for more money and then asked for a trade. So we'll see. Ray's there. Ray Vaughn. Is that his last name? McDonald, sorry. He's there. Ricky Parasol, who kind of stepped up last year. He's there. They do get CMC back. I don't know how much of CMC they're getting back, which is a valid question. How much of CMC are we going to see this year? They do get him back, maybe partially. I don't know if all his body parts are coming with him, but he's there. They still have George Kittle. Folks, if you keep calling him Kittles, you're wrong. His last name is Kittle with no S.
There's no S?
There's no S. It's not George Kittles and bits. It's more George Kittle.
Kittles.
There's no S at the beginning. It's not Skittle. There's no S at the end. It's not Kittles. So, but they do have him, and they got some incoming rookies. I like it. Brock Purdy. He was the last pick in the draft, and he's in the last pick in your top 10. So, it tracks.
Yeah. I mean, I was looking at the other guys. So Jared Goff. It's just going through the other teams.
Goff would have been a pretty big pick.
Jared Goff, Dak Prescott, Jordan Love were in the mix there.
Did you just say Dak Prescott? What the
Yeah, come on. Dak Prescott was almost the MVP of the league last year. Well, 2 years ago. He was hurt last year. All right. But also he's a Cowboy, so Dak Prescott really. All right. So my list, top 10 quarterbacks I would be comfortable with saving the world, winning one game. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, number 3, Josh Allen, number 4, Justin Herbert, number 5. To this day, right now, IRL Tom Brady. Number 6, Jalen Hurts. Number 7, Joe Burrow. 8, Jaden Daniels. 9, Baker Mayfield. 10, Brock Purdy. It's Forrest's list. Sorry, I was just staring.
Hey, man.
This first name, man. Okay. Forrest, number 1, Aaron Rodgers. Number 2, Lamar Jackson. 3, Baker Mayfield. 4, Jaden Daniels. 5, Patrick Mahomes. 6, Willie Beeman. 7, Kelsey Plum.
Steaming Beeman.
Willie Steeman Beeman.
There you go.
6, Kelsey Plum. 7, Kevin Love. 8, Tua Tagovailoa. Or 9, Tua. 10, Geno Smith.
Right.
All right. You didn't have Josh Allen in yours.
No, look, he's a great quarterback. He's probably like realistically number 3 in the league, maybe, behind Lamar Jackson. But has he gone to a Super Bowl yet? Has he gone to, you know what I mean?
You say he doesn't have the pressure.
You won a big game yet? Nah.
Yeah. So that's why you don't have Justin Herbert either?
No. I don't like Joe Burrow either. He's an LSU quarterback. They haven't done much in the league. He looks like one of those guys that just like what did my auntie call me in high school? You look like a fuck around. You know what I mean? Sorry, excuse my language, folks, but that's what my auntie said.
That's what my auntie said.
My auntie said, look at you, guys look like a fuck around voice. Okay. But that's what Burrow just, I don't know. He doesn't.
That's right. It's fine. You don't like him. You don't like him.
I do not like him. He's also a Brian Kelly quarterback. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Yeah. Let us know what quarterbacks you would have. You're listening to this and you're like, you guys missed this guy. Definitely message us at Ballinesian on Instagram and TikTok or ballinesian@gmail.com.
Shane Falco. Shane Falco.
Shane Falco.
Shane Falco.
Shane Falco for sure.
Been on this.
Super clutch. Can step in.
Right.
He can be that guy that steps in the fourth quarter.
Johnny Utah.
I'm not familiar.
He's from Point Break lore. Johnny Utah was an FBI agent, but he also led the Ohio State Buckeyes to a national championship appearance, but got hurt his knee, and then became an FBI agent who took down Bodie right before they were surfing a giant wave in Australia.
What?
You've never watched Point Break? What's wrong with you?
There's so many things I don't know. All right, shout outs. Shout out to Levasa Island Apparel. LE_VASA if you're on Instagram, or I think they're on TikTok too. But definitely drop them a follow. See what the latest apparel is. It's summer. Get your tank tops. Get those shorts. The shorts that be breaking out. Also, follow the people that they have showing up at the markets, the neighborhood markets.
Sure. Yeah.
Spread that word.
Man,
and find out when the next one.
I thought you spelled it like Fabulous, spelled his name in all his raps.
LEVASA.
FABOLO.
Yeah, definitely shout out to them. Shout out to Cepha M. Just dropped the Adios music video.
Hell yeah.
We'll have that YouTube link in our story. Any other shout outs?
Man, shout out to Lisa Petey for a great career in Minnesota. Unfortunately, they've released her from the Minnesota Lynx. Just I want to say politics, but also they're a winning team right now. And they've got a really stacked roster. And I think what they're looking to do is add more size right now in the paint. So someone has to be released, and unfortunately, it is Elisa Petty. I think it's a bad move by Minnesota.
Yeah.
She had previously hit like She went 3 for 3 from the 3-point line the game before she got released, and she's been a great shooter for. I know they need size, and I know she's an undersized power forward, but she still move bodies down there. You guys just have to play her.
Yeah,
So
just because she's
shout out,
not tall, it's like a heightest
yeah,
thing.
yeah. So shout out to her because I think she's gonna land somewhere. You deserve to land somewhere, whether it be in the league. Of course,
Mhm.
it should be the league, but also if you get a chance in Europe, like our other shout out, Katie Penueto. Shout out
Hey,
to you. She's starting her pro career in Germany. Shout out to her, her family, Junior, JR. We work with JR. Great guy. All his kids are great, so his wife, and they get to watch their daughter who started out playing at Sacramento State, went across the country, transferred over to North Carolina State for a year, had a great year there. They had a great run, and then transferred back and finished out at Sac State, and now she's ready to go pro in Germany.
that's dope.
So
Get it.
she's yeah, man, she's about, I want to say 6'2", maybe 6'3". She does have post moves, but she is a sniper from anywhere
Hmm.
outside of that 3-point line. Make no mistake, you leave her hand down, man down. My guy Mark Jackson, hand down, man down. If you're not going to cover her, you know, uh, she's knocking them down from the logo even. So shout out to you, KP. Can't wait to see.
Nice.
I know your dad's gonna post some of those games, or at least the links we can watch them at. So keep a lookout, and if they do, Polynesian will post them too.
Nice.
Uh, just so we can all support her while she's out there in
Yep.
Germany.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Pacifica movie starter kit and Oh Hello Marcus. Our last episode that we put out was coming of age movies. We talked about the theme of coming of age and how that was like so like positively
Important. Yep.
like put out like a bunch of the movies that we've watched already for the starter kit
Yeah.
deal with like that time period of
Oh, for
people's
sure.
lives of
Yeah.
becoming going from that like childhood innocence to an adult and having these responsibilities and all that and these traumatic incidences or like crazy journeys or
Yep.
life-changing moments that so we did that as a episode and that came out last week and then this week we are recording the movie review for Hibiscus and Ruthless.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
so have you seen that before?
I have. It's a pretty good movie.
Nice. Yeah, so this is the third movie in a row that we're doing by the same director. So we're trying to I think this is going to be the trilogy unless he has more.
All right. I
Um
also I listened to the Polytickin podcast today, and I would be very very uh I don't know what the word is, but I would feel bad if I didn't remind you right now because the boys were reminding everybody who listens to their podcast that you need to watch Tina so we can talk about the movie Tina. I won't say what
uh,
they were saying because I don't believe it, lads.
what are you talking about?
They were saying you don't want to watch the movie because you hate women, but I don't believe it, man. I don't believe it. I don't
they
believe it, man.
said they said that on the pod.
Yeah, they said that
Oh,
if they said
nice,
that if
bro.
the movie was called Tama, you would have been watching the movie. You would have already watched it. So hop on it, man. Go watch Tina so we can all talk about it. Marcus asking wanted to come on the show and talk about it with the three of you, so that'd be fun. Great movie. It's a great movie. Make sure you have some Kleenex next to you. A lot of funny moments in the movie, but the movie also has it deals with grief. So yeah,
For sure. For
great
sure.
movie though. Great movie.
I need to watch the movie. I need to like download a VPN so that I can buy it off of New Zealand stuff and
It's
I'll
exactly
get
what I
to
did.
it. Yeah, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Don't hate women. That is not true. All right. Um, yeah, that's our show. Thank you guys for listening. Definitely tap in to the Polytickin Patreon, the Polytickin Network, and the podcast on YouTube or the streams or on patreon.com. And shout out to Forrest. Appreciate you, coach. Thanks for talking sports. Top 10 quarterbacks if
Like
you need
that.
to win one game.
I'm telling you, Kelsey Plum.
I see that clip a lot. That's freaking
Kelsey
that's a
Plum.
cannon. Let us know who you would be you want to lead the world to save the world playing quarterback at Ballinesian or Ballinesian at gmail.com. But that's our show for this week. We'll catch you guys next time. Stay hydrated, stay blessed, stay balling, love and light. Peace.
Y'all fall.